Hey everyone, it's Samaya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm 46 years old and today I'm going to show you all the devices I use for my skin. Alright, so the products we use on our face are really important, obviously, but to get added benefits for your skin, to target kind of deeper layers of your skin, to sculpt your facial muscles, to help produce more collagen, all of that requires you to use some devices. So I'm going to show you some of the devices that I use on a daily basis. One of the first devices that I use on my skin after I gua sha and use my ice roller or ice bath is my Ziip device. So I like to use my Ziip device in the morning after I gua sha and either before or after I use my ice roller or an ice bath. And the product I use with it is the Electro Complex by Ziip. And I do have the, I believe it's the gold gel. It has a growth factor in it that you can leave on your face for about 20 minutes or so after you're done. But I'll use that when I have a little bit extra time, like on the weekend. But on a daily basis, I just use the basic Electro Complex gel. It's a kind of a very thin, almost watery gel. You're just going to apply it to the areas that you're going to go over with your device. You don't want to rub it in all the way. You just kind of want to let it sit on there for the slip effect. I put a little bit under my chin because I'm going to hit that area. I don't really use my devices on the middle of my neck because of the thyroid, and I'm not exactly sure what effect that the devices have on that organ, so I just kind of skip that area, but I do go under my neck where you can see, you know, some of the turkey effect starting. So I just start it up by pressing that little white button. When you hear the beep, it's ready. When one area is done, when one swipe is done, you feel it and hear it vibrate. I go over each area about 3 times. You can go over your problem areas as many times as you want. This will shut off, or it will beep actually at 2 minutes, which means that you are done with one side of your face and you can move over to the other side of your face. Make sure to sculpt your cheekbones. This is almost like a gua sha movement, sculpting those cheekbones. Go up to your eyes, where you can start to see some sagging there. The idea is to lift and kind of give your facial muscles a little workout, because when you work out your muscles, they grow and they get harder and firmer, and so that's what you want to do with your facial muscles as well. I'm going to do my eyes over right under my brow bone, not my actual eyelid, but just the area under my brow bone to give that area a lift. And then my forehead. And then I go back down until I hear that beep. Now it's time to move to the other side. Do the same movements. All right, so now that it's done, I'm going to turn it on one more time. And I'm going to go over my area here right under my chin about 10 times. Then with the remaining 2 minutes, I'm just going to go over my face one more time. All right, now those 2 minutes are done, so I'm just gonna shut it off. Make sure you wipe it off after each use. Don't wash it off, obviously, but just wipe it off with like a damp cloth so that you just get all the product off, so there's no buildup, and also to eliminate or wipe off any bacteria or germs or anything like that. So the next device that I use, and I typically use this in the evening, is my high frequency wand. You can get this on Amazon. There's different brands. This is the Huzi brand, I believe. There's another brand coming up called New Derma, I believe, and I think it has a neck attachment as well. But high frequency is really good for boosting circulation in your skin, helping with collagen production, helping tighten fine lines and wrinkles. And so it's basically going to zap your skin a little bit, so you don't have to turn it all the way up. You can turn it up as high as you want, or as high as is comfortable for you. And I like to ground it with my finger, put it on my face, and then let go. Otherwise, if you just put it on your face, you might get a little bit of a shock. All right, so I'm going to leave the electric complex on my face, the electric gel on my face, because I believe that it helps this glide over my face a little bit easier. You don't really have to use product on your face with this, and I'm not trying to let the product use this to let the product penetrate better. I have another device for that. If you want to use this to help product penetrate better, you can, but I just want to use it to get the benefits from the device and not from the skincare. So just going to turn it on. I like to go high intensity, so I'm going to turn it up all the way. Ground it, put it on your face. And I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it will turn orange as the gases and the energy comes through the wand. So it might be a little bit hard to see in different light, but it does turn orange. This also helps with acne. If you have any bumps popping up, you can zap them with this for about 15 seconds, and it's supposed to shorten the life of the pimple. So it also helps to fade the dark spots from acne as well. If you are using this with product, I highly recommend using it with a microcurrent gel, because that, you know that it's a conductive gel, so it's not going to block the effects of the device. So just make sure whatever product you're using is not like a barrier product or anything that's going to block the effects. It has to be a conductive product. It's safe to go under your eyes. And also over your eyes. You can go along the sides of your neck, just not right in the middle where your thyroid is. Now you can also use this device with the Medicube collagen jelly. This is a thick jelly that you just dip the booster into, put it on your skin, and just run that over your face. It gives your skin a very glass complexion. It does dry a little sticky though, so I will mix it with the Medicube pink PDRN serum. Or I'll just use the PDRN serum by itself and with the Medicube booster wand. This is a PDRN peptide serum. So this is amazing just by itself. If you don't want to use this as a final step in your skincare, you can just use these two together as one skincare step. It does have a lot of different attachments. You can take off the big attachment, put on a smaller one to kind of get the corners of your nose, different grooves on your face. This will help with discoloration in that area, with pores. All right, so when you're done with the devices that require the conductive gel, you're going to wash that off. So I'm going to wash my face off and show you the next device that I use. So I've washed my face. There's nothing on my face right now. The next device I'm going to use is my laser LED face mask from JOVS, JOVS. Now, this actually has lasers in it. Like I said, it's not just your typical LED mask. Lasers are supposed to penetrate your skin a lot deeper. So it's actually supposed to go to the layer of your skin that they cut and pull when you get a facelift. So it's really supposed to get the benefits down to those layers of your skin. Some people have said that it might cause you to lose some fat in your face. So I obviously at this age don't want to take that risk. So I don't use it every single day. I use it about 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week. But I do use LED red light every single day. And I'm going to show you guys that device later. But this is the laser mask that I'm going to show you guys. I use this in the morning because I can walk around. I can use the clip to kind of clip it on your clothes and just walk around and do whatever you have to do so you're not stuck in one place. Now, the product that I use to prep my face for this is the organic rosewater spray from Zongle Therapeutics. Now, you guys know that I've talked about this brand. I love this brand. They do essential oils, witch hazel, rosewater spray. You don't want to use anything before the laser mask or LED or red light that can interact with the light. So you don't want to use anything with actives in it like salicylic acid or BHAs or AHAs or anything like that. You just want something very light. So I'm just going to mist this on my face. Smells like roses. It's very refreshing. This in and of itself is an amazing toner, helps tighten your skin, helps reduce your pores. So I'm just going to put that on. Now, you cannot eat or drink with this on, obviously, and it's a little bit hard to talk because you're very muffled. So I'm just going to turn this on, press and hold the power button. I use the maximum time and the maximum strength. It's about 20 minutes, and I'm not going to talk through this because you can barely hear me, so I'm going to go do some things around the house, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, my face mask is done. As you can see with the rose water and the face mask, my skin looks a little bit tighter, a little more glowy. That's the whole idea. The next device that I use is my Medicube booster. This really helps at the end of your routine for the products to get pushed into your skin. And so I'll use this on my last step, which is a moisturizer. So I put in all my skincare. My final step is moisturizers, and then I'll use this to push all of those products, including the moisturizer, into my skin, and then I'll put on my sunscreen. This goes for about 5 minutes. I usually do 2 minutes on each cheek and 1 minute on my forehead. And so that is the last device that I'll use in my morning skincare routine. The last device that I use is my red light panel. Now, I used to use a red light face mask, and then I considered getting the part for your neck and your chest and your hands. And then I said, you know what, let me just get a panel, and that way I can target all of that with one device. So I got this on Amazon. There are different price ranges. This one was I think in the $300 plus range. But really what you're looking for is the wavelengths. You're looking to see if the specs say that it has the correct wavelengths or the wavelengths you need to penetrate deep into your skin. I'm not an expert. They go from, I think, 600 and then 800 or so for near infrared. So as long as the mask or the device meets those specifications for the wavelength, you're good. I will use this for about 20 minutes or so every evening. So this is the final device that I use, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will link all the products that I've used in this video, and let me know what you think if you have any questions, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.